Open the valve until fuel starts to flow into the fuel bowl. Once you get fuel in it, shut the valve off and then light it. When you let it heat up, the flame will get very large. They say about 2 minutes. It's usually about 45 seconds to a minute sometimes. The flame will start to die down. You'll notice the fuel in the bowl is almost gone. You crank it on about a quarter turn and then it fires up the burner. What it's doing now is just priming it and heating it.
MSR Whisperjet?
MSR Whisperlight.
Whisperlight. MSR Whisperlight.
Mountain Safety Research. And yes, I used a lighter.
I think that's okay to use a lighter.
I think it is too.
That way, the nicest part about using a lighter is you don't have to worry about that awkward whole you got a match thing, because here, let me demonstrate. You can call me Ron if you want after this. Hey Vince, do you have a match?
No.
Oh, now you ask me if I...
There it is.
Okay, we got burn. Ask me if I have a match.
Do you have a match?
Yeah, I've got a match. You're facing mine. Yep. Got a nice little blue plume on that.
Yep.
Beautiful.
That's it.
Yeah. The one thing that I've noticed about this little MSR is compared to the Coleman butane, the platform legs are a little bit far apart. So you may want to consider that if you want to perhaps consider a wider cooking pot.
This stove here is the MSR Whisperlight. Now the Whisperlight, very compact design, again uses white gas, burns very clean. There is priming involved in this stove. Now with the priming on this, they say about 2 minutes. On average it takes about 30 to 45 seconds. I'm not going to demonstrate it obviously right now, but the way that it works is you would pump up on your tank, open your valve, fuel will flow into the bottom bowl. Once you get fuel in the bottom bowl, you light it, let it burn, the flame will rise. As soon as the flame starts to go down, you turn your knob back to open about half to 3/4 and the flame starts. And your stove is now cooking. On 20 ounces of fuel, that's what that bottle is 20 ounces of white gas. You can burn 136 minutes of burn time, and that's at max burn, not medium or low. The stove cool down time, I would say, is about 4 or so minutes. The bowl around the outside here gets very, very cherry red. It's very efficient though. It comes with a couple heat screens and such, one for the bottom, one for around, as other stoves do as well. For the most part, not a bad setup. I seem to like it. It's pretty lightweight. When you want to detach it, take your lever, detach your fuel. There's your fuel bottle with the fuel pump in it. Now, the fuel bottles have a safety cap, similar to a gas cap, that's vented. Make sure if you're using white gas, only use MSR approved bottles with caps. Now for the stove, this is the burner. Let me get it around here. And here's the jet, and this is the fuel bowl that I was speaking of right here. Now this stove is pretty compact. When you want to fold it up, just pop these off. I went the wrong way, but that's okay. It goes this way. sits like that, and your fuel line hooks in. And that's a pretty compact design. It's not very big. It's pretty lightweight. Altogether, I think this weighs 23 ounces, maybe 22 ounces for hiking, which isn't very bad. The Whisperjet stove itself is $89.99 is what it's advertised at currently. You could buy it Gander Mountain, Bass Pro Shop, any other fine outdoor retailer that you would like to go to. Now the stove comes with all the instruction manuals, comes with the bottom heat shield and the heat shield for around it when you're cooking. It also comes with a O-ring wrench, a spare O-ring for the jet, and a tube of lube for the O-ring. As well as it comes with the fuel pump. Now the bottles are sold separately. So for the stove, heat shields, fuel pump, and the repair kit that comes with it, you're looking at $89.99. You're looking at, for the bottles, they're about $14.99 each. And then for the fuel, you're looking at about $14.99 to $15.99 for a gallon. Now, as I said before, though, you'll get 136 minutes of burn time out of 20 ounces. This bottle, I just came back from a 4-day excursion over on the east coast of Florida. I camped for 4 days, and I used that every day, and I didn't even use a half a bottle. I probably only used a quarter of the fuel that I took, and I took 2 bottles just in case, and I only used about a quarter.